What's up? What's up? Dang, Dave, what you did? You did a Superman. He's out already. Just
Damn,
like that.
That was quick.
Just like old times. That was quick.
Dude,
Man. What's up, everybody?
That was
We're
like the
back.
quickest knockout in history right there, dude.
That was like, whoop, out of there. The boys are back. What's up, Fatty316, our producer?
What's good? It's good to be back. Back on Facebook,
Oh,
too.
you know that. The hard truth himself. What's up, Mr. Pancho Gonzalez?
What's up, baby? It's always a good day.
It's always a good day. Love this shirt. Death Row. Some of these young kids don't know nothing about that, baby. That was true music.
Yeah, man. Especially what's going on today in today's world with music, man.
You right about that. What's up, Steve? What's up, Ronald? Oh,
What's
there
up,
he
man?
is.
Y'all really low. Let me get back in here, man.
Oh, my
Technical
goodness.
difficulties,
He's
man.
taking us on a roller coaster ride.
Hang on.
Dave, we see
What's up with
you
my
clear. You
sound,
had it
bro?
messed up.
So, yeah, man, this is a pretty big day, man.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. We're going to hear it from Dave. Dave,
There we go.
Yeah.
All right.
we can't see you, Dave.
Why do I have two of them? I got one in the waiting room and one
Dave, are you two different?
camera.
Man, hold on.
All right, let's go, Richie, man. You can't...
Let me get out. Y'all start talking about how Winston sucks, man. I'll be right back
Oh,
in.
you want to dive into that real quick? We can do that real quick because people love that, man. We'll dive into that real quick. We ain't gonna stay on it long. What'd you think about that, Pancho? What do you think about the deal he got from the Seahawks? That's a lot of money for a backup.
No, man. That's wait. Who's that? Winston?
I mean, I'm sorry, Cleveland. I'm sorry,
Browns.
Cleveland.
Cleveland.
Yeah.
It's just
Damn.
it's gonna be a big culture shock from New Orleans to Cleveland, as you already could imagine. But I mean, he's gonna be a team guy, and he has opportunity to do something with Deshaun Watson never being unavailable and unreliable for that contract that he had got a couple years ago.
Yeah, I agree. Stay there, Dave. Don't touch nothing. You good?
Oh, yeah. There we go. What's going on, guys?
What's going on, bro? What's going on? We're talking about the Jameis Winston massive deal he got with Cleveland.
Oh, that massive 1-year deal, man. Yeah.
2 years. 2 years.
I thought it was a 1-year,
2 year
8-5 or
deal.
something.
2 years deal, buddy. 2 years.
Hey,
2
he's
years.
the fifth highest paid backup quarterback.
What incentive? $10 million for a backup.
I mean, look at a deal Mariota just got. Mariota's making more per year.
Just to set the record straight, Jameis Winston is the highest paid backup in the NFL.
Wait, per year you talking about?
Yes.
No.
Mariota's getting like $10 million this year.
No.
Yeah, they got more backups than that, Richie.
No, man, not $10 million.
Yeah.
Yeah, he signed a 1-year, $10 million.
Yeah, out there, but anyway.
I'm talking about this year. He's the highest paid
I'm
backup.
just fucking around. I really don't want to talk about Jameis Winston, guys. I'm playing.
Who you want to talk about? You want to talk about your Cubs?
No, I don't want to talk about that at all right now. I'm behind, so I'll be watching the game after this. So I just got home.
Oh, well, you want everybody to keep you up on the score now?
No, I don't want. The only score I want to know is the Pels score, man. Pels a big game tonight, man. Greek freaks in town tonight, so I want to know the Pels score before we.
Big game. Well, let's dive into some NFL, man. Let's dive into some free agency, some mock drafts. Let's talk about it, man. What y'all think? I don't like. We talked about it a week ago. I really think the Saints really hasn't improved themselves in free agency. I don't know what's going on with them. I don't know if it's salary cap ties. What y'all think? Give me your opinion on it, guys. You started off, Pancho.
I mean, obviously, you can't make too many. You got salary cap issues, so everything you searching for the budget moves right now. You're searching for the most talent, for the little bit of, you're looking for the high ceiling guys for the least amount of money, that guys that want to prove themselves. So that's what you're looking for right now. And, put in certain spots. You can't afford it. Again, salary cap, you push, Mick kicked it all down the road. So we dealing with it. It is what it is. We made a lot more moves than Jerry Jones over there in Dallas. I can promise you that.
Yeah. What's your thoughts, Dave?
Yeah, I mean, I agree with Pancho. The cap, I mean, look, dude, the cap is very real. I know other podcasts try to ignore it, but it's very much real. And Pancho's saying it. I mean, you're kind of cap strung right now.
When you mean by real, what do you mean by that?
Oh, because I've had, we did other podcasts, Saints and Sinners, years ago, and there was a guy who came on there. He dresses up in special clothes every Sunday, and he had another friend from another city that dresses up in very special clothes on Sundays. And I don't know the dude's name, Buccaneer Brett, but this dude had the words salary cap, smallery cap. And I said, dude, you can believe that all you want. But I said, we're about to lose Teron Armstead. We're about to lose Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, Trey Hendrickson, and more, Marcus Williams. And he's like, oh, no, you find a way to, finagle the cap. Listen, you don't lose these guys because you don't want them. Everybody, dude, if we had those 4 or 5 guys right now, imagine how good this roster would
How
look.
does Philadelphia keep doing it year in and year out?
They manage it the right. They have a better GM than us, honestly. Howie, whatever his name is.
No,
I hate to say he's a better GM than anybody we've got in our front office. And the same with San Francisco with John Lynch.
The way it works, you need rookies and you need first and second year guys to hold their own in their positions to start, to where you can pay the other positions where you don't have a rookie, a second, third year guy. So you have to have rookies, just like in Frisco, you got Brock Purdy playing for $800,000, so you can afford to pay the next guy $20 million. So that's how it kind of works out. So
yeah, it's like having a good budget, like a great budget sense.
What I'm getting at, I'm not saying the salary cap's not real, and we keep going over it, but I think there's some truth to it that some teams just don't care.
No, Richie, they have the space. That's the thing. I mean, you can't just go sign anybody.
Just don't care.
Everybody was going to get the best players that money could buy.
Whenever a team makes a major move that they don't care about the salary cap, we make an excuse. Well, if they don't care about it, they don't care. It's like we said about Denver.
Every team has to care about it.
You can spin the Denver thing into Russell Wilson any kind of way you want. The fact of the matter is, they basically said we don't care about our cap.
And that's a bad approach. It's a horrible approach. They're going to be irrelevant for years because of that.
The salary cap for this year is $250 million.
Yeah.
Do you know how many teams are going to be underneath the salary cap when salary cap day is done? You know how many teams are going to be under $250 million? Every one of them. You know why? Because it's a requirement. You have to be below it.
I get what you're saying, but your excuse is.
But you say you don't care because
Pancho, the thing about it is, the thing about it is, you and Dave both say that teams don't get rid of players that count against their cap.
Wait, say it again?
Y'all say teams don't normally get rid of players that count against their cap.
So Rich, it's about the dead cap. I mean, we honestly, man, this would take like a 3-hour show to get deep into this shit. Like it'll be like teaching geometry. Like, so like, you know what I'm saying? It's very complicated, but it's dead cap money. So it's like when you sign these guys, like right now, Alvin Kamara only had $1 million of dead cap. He would probably be cut by now. But the fact is, he's carrying this load of $12 million or $13 million.
What I'm trying to say is, don't say teams don't do it. They do.
So, but Richie, every situation is unique. Every situation's unique. Every contract's unique.
There you go, saying unique now and using words.
Richie, it is. So people ask, hey, why can these teams go do it? Because they have the space to do it. They manipulated the money the right way. Our guys, it's like a financial planner. If you're making good investments, if you're investing in good stocks like NVIDIA, or you're investing in Blockbuster Video. I mean, it's like you're choosing your spot.
So can we all agree to
poor decisions, and now
can we all agree to Russell Wilson? Dead money cap is the worst in the history of the NFL.
Oh yeah, I mean it's a stupid move. I mean it's a bad move. Yeah, I mean, Sean Payton's trying to make a statement. You know what I'm saying?
So listen. This is where it's at. So the reason Russell Wilson was cut or is cut is because even though he makes $45 million a year and he's guaranteed, so what? All right, but the problem is he's at a leadership position where he's not a leader. So you almost rather him not be there because he's going to be an issue in the locker room. He's going to be disgruntled. He is a leader that can't lead the team because he's not being allowed to. The coach and the GM says you're not leading the team. So you either put him in a locker room and set him next to all your other teammates and let him and deal with him, or you cut the cancer, and let him go, and you have to still deal with the $45 million. Now, if you don't have an issue with a player like Kamara's getting $16 million. You don't have an issue with Kamara at all. He's playing his role. He's a running back.
So you saying Russell Wilson's? So you saying Russell Wilson's
he's guaranteed $14. Listen, so AK's guaranteed $14 million. If you cut him, you're gonna pay $14 million. If you keep
Pancho, I don't think it's fair for you to say Russell Wilson causes trouble in the locker room. I don't agree. I don't see it
causes trouble, but he's a leader.
No, you know what the problem is? He's with a moron fucking coach in Sean Payton.
No, but Richie, here's my thing.
That's what the problem is. And you know what? And I'm gonna say this. I hope Russell Wilson succeeds with Mike Tomlin and takes him to the playoffs, and Sean Payton gets fired for the moron that he is. Because that's
message.
Richie, here's my thing. Saints fans have got to stop hating guys that leave. Same with LSU fans. Like Sean Payton's a damn good coach. Like,
no, he's not.
You walk in, Richie. Why is he not a good coach?
What you mean?
I mean, he's been one of the winningest coaches in the last 15 to 20 years.
Do you really look at Sean Payton's record with the Saints?
I mean, look, it was. Let me go find the previous 15 years of
who's a better coach, Dave? Mike Tomlin or Sean Payton?
But that's not the cut, Richie. That's like saying
I'm just asking you a question.
No, but Richie, I'm not gonna. But I mean, I can't go down that road with you because that's not solving anything. That's just a silly thing.
Why can't you?
That's like saying, hey, what quarterback's better than Patrick Mahomes? You're gonna lose that battle every time.
So I would say Sean Payton better than Mike Tomlin, easily, hands down.
Not even close. Not even close.
I can prove it. I can prove it.
Really? One had over 5 mediocre seasons, and one's never even had a freaking losing season. Really?
Sean Payton has a more winning record with quarterbacks who wasn't Drew Brees than Mike Tomlin is without Roethlisberger.
Mike Tomlin's never had a losing season, Fatty. Ever.
Well, look, guys. Here's my thing about Sean Payton.
That's not a big deal. That's not a big deal.
No, but Pancho hit the nail on the head. No, Mike Tomlin's a great coach. I like Mike Tomlin. I'm a big Mike Tomlin fan.
But you compare apples to oranges, though. That's not. They're both good coaches. Why?
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't think Peyton's not penalized if you think he's not as good as. Why
do y'all think Sean Payton is such a good coach? He won 1 Super Bowl in 16 years.
I mean, Richie, would you say? And
had arguably the top 5 quarterback for 15 years
because he has more wins than losses.
Really? Really?
Yeah, look, Richie, Marv Levy, to me, never won a Super Bowl, but he was a damn good coach. I mean, you ask any Buffalo Bills fan, they're not going to say he's not a good coach because they didn't win a Super Bowl. He got him.
Marv Levy was not a good coach.
Don Shula was a good coach and never won a Super Bowl.
Bad coaches are like Dan Quinn, Arthur Smith, the guy from Carolina, Frank Reich. That's bad coaches.
Josh Daniels.
Winning 1 Super Bowl or getting to 4 of them don't make you a bad coach. Like, there's no way.
I think it's bad for you to go to 3 straight Super Bowls and lose.
I mean, but Richie, it's hard to win Super Bowls.
No, it's not ideal, man. Is it bad?
Yeah.
I mean, any team would be static.
Why do y'all always look at? Why do y'all always want to praise somebody for mediocre?
Richie, there's like 10 teams or 11 teams that have never won a Super Bowl.
Once again, we jump on the subject. You know what? You like mediocrity, then, Dave. That's what you.
No, Richie. The problem is, go look at all teams that haven't won a Super Bowl. There's like 10 or 11 of them or something like that. So to me, like to win 1 and just shit on the 1 like it's nothing, like it's no kind of accomplishment. It's crazy. Like people would say, like that other idiotic podcast, oh, well, Drew only won 1 ring. Dude, that 1 fucking ring was better than anything we've done in our whole entire history. That's the pinnacle.
Imagine if Detroit got a ring today. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying.
Imagine what it would do for that city.
What?
Imagine if Detroit won.
I mean, Super Bowls just aren't handed out. Like that's the pinnacle. That's like the top of the mountain.
Dave, I'm not Dave. We won 1 Super Bowl. What do you do?
But Richie, I mean that Super Bowl. But I mean, you tell that to the Cardinals, the Texans, the Jaguars, Panthers.
I would tell them that. I would say, dude, it's not that. I would tell them it's not that big of a deal. Once you win it, you're good. Trust me, you're all right.
But I mean, but I don't see. But when you talk about celebrating mediocrity, I had to fight why Jameis Winston wasn't a good quarterback for like years. And he's the definition of mediocrity or below mediocrity. That's why I don't understand. Like, how do we trash Hall of Fame head coaches and quarterbacks?
I think Jameis Winston was below. average. I think Derek Carr is
I know,
too.
but y'all were ready to shove Derek Carr out for like 2 mediocre games, man.
I still am. Understand?
Well, but I mean, like I said, who did you have
Dave,
as an option?
when you touch,
man?
listen to me when you say that. When you speak about Derek Carr, understand how my feelings are about Derek Carr. I've never not, as a grown adult, I've never not had season tickets. I'm giving up my season tickets because of Derek Carr and Dennis Allen. That's a big statement.
But look, Derek Carr, man, is the most
trash.
wrongly treated player to me in Saints history.
Stop.
I'm not. No, there's no stopping, dude. Because I'm gonna tell you why. You can't be 30th in sacks, one of the worst running games in the league outside of Taysom Hill, one of the worst rated offensive lines. You do have a dumbass for a head coach. You had a dumbass, even worse dumbass for the offensive coordinator. And for this guy to
Dave, you don't have enough tape on Derek Carr as many years he was in.
No, I mean, but Derek Carr, if people are looking at a reason to hate, okay, what was his team before he got here? Because last time I checked, we haven't been to any playoff games since Drew Brees retired. Derek Carr had our best opportunity this year.
I don't think Derek Carr's that good of a quarterback. I'm sorry.
I mean, look, is he a top 10 quarterback? No, but
he's not a difference maker. He's not a difference. Is it fair to say he's not a difference maker? Is that fair to say?
I mean, look, you got to have a team that's ready to compete. This team on paper is not ready to compete.
I can name 10 quarterbacks easily over Derek Carr. 10.
Well, I mean,
easily.
I could name 10 as well. I could probably name 14 or 15.
I could probably name 25.
No, that's crazy. There's no way.
I have Derek Carr as my 28th rated quarterback.
Dude, Richie, but you told me Brandon Ingram wasn't that good, and he put up a triple-double the next night, man. Come on. I think you're going on feelings here, man, more than substance. You know what I mean?
I'm going on what?
I think you're going on like a feelings towards
you
the guy.
honestly think
you told me B.I. wasn't that good.
You think Derek Carr's a good quarterback?
Richie, you're so loud in the microphone, bro.
I'm not loud.
I think he's average. I give him.
I mean, he's average. That's what I'm saying. Like, he's average. Like, he's not. I'm not trying to blow smoke up anybody's ass, but he's not. There's a lot of worse options you could have besides.
If you think Derek Carr's bad, just remember what's old boy in Cleveland's name.
Sean Watson,
yeah. Think about
what
that.
They gave up to get him.
Think about that one. So you should feel good about Derek Carr.
And we almost had Deshaun Watson.
And you're getting him on a discount. Think about how big of a
fucking disaster that would be right now. I mean, he'd shut down half the fucking rubbing tugs. We'd be paying this dude $250 million. We'd have lost multiple first-round picks. I mean, Derek Carr is costing us like a fraction of Deshaun Watson. I mean, we didn't catch no draft picks in that.
I don't think we would have given him that guarantee.
It's just a sad day to be a Saints fan. We all just gonna accept Derek Carr. Okay, whatever.
I mean, because Richie, but Richie, look at the rest of
you can accept that, Dave. You can accept that. I'm not.
Richie, the offensive line is a disaster area right now. It's like you got to draft a fucking tackle in the first round. I don't know if you can go any other position. I mean, look how much of a mess that is on the O-line.
The whole team's a mess.
They are. I mean, that's what I'm saying. But this is the post.
Okay. Well, let's not beat around the bush. And I don't want to hear you, me, Pancho, or whoever else saying, "Oh, here we go. We're gonna have a good." No, we're not. We're not.
I mean, we're going to be we're probably an 8 to 9 win team.
6 wins.
I honestly, I don't think Dennis Allen is going to be here after this season.
6 wins. That's
he
what
might not be
is.
bad. I mean, look, I'm going to say what I'm optimistic about is. You got a new coordinator. Let's be real. I think that's going to help. I honestly think Clint Kubiak is going to make a difference. I think you have enough weapons on offense. But here's the problem is if you can't protect Carr, if you can't block in the run game, you're going to be totally screwed. I mean, the line has to be better. The defensive line has to be a lot better as well. You got to be better than 30th and sack.
So, like, this draft has a lot of talent in it. And the problem is we don't have a lot of draft picks.
Well, you know what the thing about it is?
Too, yeah.
We keep beating a dead horse with Sean Payton. I got news for you. I think there's a lot of average. I don't think Kyle Shanahan. I don't think Kyle Shanahan's a great coach.
But you know it's a big thing that's hurting right now.
Yeah. You want to go look at his resume?
I'd trade.
You
right
want to
now,
go look at his resume?
I would give up next year's first round pick.
Dave, if you gave up, if they did a resume for Kyle Shanahan on wins and losses, he'd be fired tomorrow.
I don't know.
He has lost in the biggest moments of any head coach I've ever seen in my life.
Do we have the comments going yet, or is everybody watching the Pels in baseball?
Pels.
Wait. What makes you think Kyle Shanahan's a great coach? Because I put the blame of the 28-3 loss on him.
I don't. I blame that whole coaching staff.
Run the ball.
I mean,
run the ball.
You got to blame the players.
Run the ball.
But how do you blame the one guy?
Get that clip for Richie.
He was offensive coordinator.
Yeah, but I mean, your defense allowed over 25 second half points.
Ultimately, ultimately,
Two Super Bowls, lost both of them.
Richie, what do you not understand? So you got 11 guys that go out there.
Oh, here we go. Now we're going to a team game.
So listen, so you got 11 guys who put their
shit.
hands in the dirt and their feet in the dirt, and they run the ball and they throw the ball and they block the ball and they catch the ball.
Yep.
And if they don't do their job, you know what's not going to happen? You're not going to win. That's that simple. So the 11 guys on the field.
Once again, I don't know where y'all standards at for head coaches, but I know where mine's at, and I can name a few of them. And one of them's Andy Reid. And one of them's Andy Reid. One of them's Andy Reid.
Andy Reid's a great coach. I mean, look, the obvious ones, the Reids, the Tomlins, the
he's a
Belichicks.
great coach.
But to be fair, Andy Reid's been blessed to have great quarterbacks.
Oh, here we go now. Here we go.
Well, no, I mean, if he doesn't have Patrick Mahomes, does Andy Reid ever win a Super Bowl? I mean, there's a lot of debates. I think he's a good coach. Absolutely great coach.
Donovan McNabb helped his fucking career. Let's be honest.
I mean, we have this debate with Richie almost every pod about Andy Reid. Like I've seen it head in this direction. Like,
what do you mean?
Andy Reid.
I think Mike Tomlin's a great coach.
He is absolutely.
Talked about this 3 times already, though.
I never said Andy Reid was a bad coach, Richie. I just said he's been blessed.
I did not listen to me. I didn't say Kyle Shanahan. I said Kyle Shanahan's not a great coach. That's what I said. I didn't say he was a bad coach.
Richie, listen to words coming out of my mouth.
Yep.
He took Brock Purdy, a 7th round Mr. Irrelevant, to the playoffs twice.
Yep.
Mr. Irrelevant.
Yep.
He's got a system, Rich. His system works. That's why I'm excited about Clint Kubiak.
First of all, I think Kyle Shanahan is one of the greatest offensive minds in football. I don't think he's a great head coach. That's all. That's all I'm saying.
I mean, Richie, they're a contender every year, though, man.
Yeah. Listen, I think people lose focus on a head coach. Is what I'm trying to get at.
Who's the favorite? Who's the favorite next year
to win?
In the
top
NFC.
5. Yeah, give me the top 5 favorites. And I bet you 49ers are in it.
They're the number 1 NFC favorite.
Haven't they been the favorite for the last 2 or 3 years?
Yeah, he's a great coach right there, buddy.
Well, I mean, but Richie,
but the great coach ain't winning it.
Purdy wasn't healthy last year. This year he was healthy, and they got the Chiefs to overtime. So, I mean, let's see what happens. You know what I mean? They had Garoppolo, who's not that good 2 years ago. They had Josh Johnson playing for Purdy when he was hurt, the year before. So, I mean, look, they got this close with Purdy. Let's see how this goes because they were inches away from a Super Bowl, championship.
I guess I look at coaches. I even think Sean McVay's a better coach than Kyle Shanahan.
All right, let's get
Sean McVay. I mean, Richie, you talk about like top 5 coaches.
Look, guys.
Let's
talk about with today's relevance. So the new rules that just has passed in NFL, with the new one of them being a hip drop tackle. I mean, there's been a lot of discussion in the chats, man. I don't know how that's gonna happen. I mean, you got a cornerback trailing a receiver. He's grabbing the hip. I mean, that's a natural tackle.
Yeah.
You can't grab him by the shoulder pads because that's, what was a horse collar by the, you know what I'm saying? So now, what do you do? I mean, there's nothing you can do. Just let him
I don't know how you attack. But look, before we move on, I want you can comment on that, Dave. I just want to say thank y'all for joining us, Steve. Happy Easter to you too, man. Thank you, both Steves. Thank y'all for joining us, man. Go ahead, Dave.
Oh, no, I mean, dude, y'all going to have to keep me up to speed. What's going on with the kickoffs? I mean, I saw the hip tackle and everything, but I saw there was massive overhauls.
The kickoffs you're going to have 2 designated returners in a drop zone and the kicker. The only people that can move are the kickers and the drop zone players receiving the ball until the ball either hits the drop zone or someone catches the ball.
Dude, are these guys bored at this point? Because I don't even understand. Like, to me, do we see that many season-ending injuries on kickoffs? Because I don't see the need.
This is going to happen. So you're going to have both teams on one side of the field. So one team's say the defense is on 45, the offense is on the 40.
Both teams are on the 45.
All right. No, they got a 5-yard difference. They got a 5-yard split in between.
But I know, but what I'm saying, one team's on 45, the other team's on 45, Pancho.
So, and then, like I said, nobody can run into the catcher with the ball. You know what I'm saying? So they're not allowing a head start run or nothing like that. So everything just happens in short arm distance kind of. And then the guys got to run through the line. You get what I'm saying?
Yep.
Hey, I want to say, Stevie from Australia, man, I got your stuff in transit, man. If Steve from Australia is on here, he knows what I'm talking about.
What?
I fell behind a couple of days, but Steve's a big Pels and Saints fan, and he gets some stuff sent over, man, and we send it over to
That's
overseas,
nice of you, man, to do that, bro.
Oh no, Steve's an awesome dude, man. Steve's a good dude. Australia has a huge Saints following, man, and I mean we talked about it years ago on Saints and Sinners, and I know Steve watches the other podcasts as well that we always kind of clown about. But Australia, dude's a big haven of Saints and Pels fans, man.
I heard that. So talking about the rule changes, Pancho. Also, you talking about the hip drop tackle. That I don't know how they want these players to tackle anymore. They take out so many. They putting up so many rules. They're just taking. I mean,
yeah, and it's like even when the quarterback drops back, he sees the blind side coming. He starts to run away from the blind side, has his back to it, and the blind side dives at his waist. That's a.
Steve said, Pancho. Hey, Dave. Steve said, "Thank you for sending the stuff, man."
Gotcha. Hey, dude, Australia's got some good candy as well, man. They got a lot of cool shit out there, man.
See, we not only do podcasts, we send stuff to our viewers.
Yeah, I think the signature that got some stuff. I think did he send the signature some stuff too, some candy?
Yeah, you're right. So listen, let's dive into a little bit of NBA, man, Pell stuff. I know Dave likes talking about that. Where do y'all think? We got 8 games left. Where do y'all see the Pels falling in seeding? I think they're going to finish somewhere around 5 or 6.
Dude, I kind of want to finish 6. I'm not going to lie to y'all, man. I want to finish 6. I don't want the Clippers in the first round. I'm not scared of them, but, there's a lot of – I mean, Kawhi's got
I think that's a good matchup for the Pels, Dave.
Huh?
I think that's a good matchup for the Pels.
No, see, to me, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying we can't beat them, but there's a lot of veteran presence, and Paul George is he reminds me of Kobe when he played at the Smoothie King Center. I mean, Paul George is just lights out here in New Orleans. I mean – That him and Kawhi Leonard wore me. Zubac gives Jonas a little bit of trouble sometimes with his size. I don't know, man. If I had a choice, I know we just got beat by the Thunder. You give me a healthy Brandon Ingram, dude. I'm going 7 games with the Thunder or Minnesota before I take on the Clippers.
Hold on, Pancho. Hold on, Pancho. Hold your thought, Pancho. Thanks, Stephen Lucia, for joining us, man. I seen you on the parade route. Go ahead, Pancho. I'm sorry, brother.
I mean, you're just not getting Ingram back. You're gonna get Dyson back in the next couple of days, also. So.
Yeah,
and the good thing with these guys, if you're in a chatter with with the talking heads on sports talk TV, they all giving Pelicans praise right now. The bench is Mac. I mean, the bench we have is second to none, man. You could take our bench and probably insert it into a lot of people's starting lineup. So. And the good thing is our bench is getting a lot of.
I don't like some of these lineups that Willie Green's putting in towards the end of the games. I really don't. I think I think he plays too small.
Jonas didn't play a lot in the second half, hardly at all in this last game. I didn't like that so much because I thought we could have abused Oklahoma City. And I'm not the only one to say that. I saw WWL. A lot of people brought that up in the last day or so. But to me, the thing that bothered me that I haven't seen enough people talk about, besides maybe Antonio Daniels and Joel Myers, who are, to me, like I said, I say it 100 times over, they're the best duo in the league broadcast-wise. And I'm not just saying that because they're from, they're our guys. But Zion, dude, it wasn't so much him. Where's the plays drawn up for Zion in the fourth quarter? You know what I mean? CJ had a couple bad possessions late in the game, but CJ was a catalyst in the second half of that Thunder game. So, I mean, I can't be mad at CJ, but – Coach has got to come up at some point and say, hey, man, pound this thing to Zion, run some set plays for him.
I agree with you, Dave. I agree with you. I don't think they use Zion enough in the fourth quarter.
Why is he taking 1 shot, I think it was, in the fourth quarter? I might be wrong on that stat, but it was 1 or 2 shots. I'm like, dude, Zion's got to be the focal point in the fourth quarter. You run everything off of Zion and BI.
What's impressed me this year with Zion is his defensive improved a lot.
Dude, he looks great as a passer. His defense is incredible right now. I really look. He's turning into an MVP candidate. He's getting there. He's not there yet, but he's getting there.
Yeah. Well,
and the bad thing is you're honestly in a win now mode. You got this year. You got maybe next year. I don't know, but eventually your money's gonna add up. And so you got to make as good as this team is. Your window's real short.
The Herb Jones contract was so important, that extension right before the season. They're gonna have to do something like that with Trey as well. Trey's going to be coming up. So you got to get him locked down.
But
No, I agree, Pancho. It is kind of, it's no more like, hey, we're this team that's up and coming.
the thing that's going to
make a fucking run.
The thing that's going to go on with Trey is Trey's going to want to be a starter.
Yeah. And look, Trey's got some things to iron out in his game. I think he's got to get a little cleaner on his dribble drive. His shot's great. I think Trey's a decent defender and rebounder. I think Trey's going to get better. That's why I don't want to lose Trey. I think Trey and Herb are so important to this team going forward with Zion and Brandon Ingram. Like, to me, that's your core four. You know what I mean? Everything else you can kind of replace. And I'm not saying that I love the Pelicans roster, dude, but I'm just saying you have to have that core four intact for me going forward.
Agree. I agree. I agree with that. So look, let's talk about a little bit because we didn't dive too much into it.
You know what's crazy to me?
Go ahead.
The NBA, if Golden State or the Lakers don't make it into this tournament, it's gonna be an.
Dude, the Lakers. What do you mean? The Lakers are gonna make it easily?
No, Rich, they got to play.
They're the hottest team right now in the NBA.
But no, Richie, like Poncho's saying, they're going to have to play in the play-in tournament most likely.
It don't matter, dude. I'm telling you right now.
Listen, that shit ain't for granted right now, bro.
Yeah, I said that play-in tournament's no joke. We've seen it the last 2 years, you know.
But look, the problem is, and I'm not just saying this, I'm being honest with y'all. I'm going to tell you right now, the hottest team in the West right now is the Lakers. It ain't
I don't know, man. You got those Texas teams, man. Ever since they outlawed Pornhub in Texas,
did you see what they just did you see what they just did the Bucks without James?
Oh, well, it's a
but Richie, that team's not. Look, remember we had this whole conversation about the Lakers when they beat the Pelicans in in-season tournament. Look how different the past have been for those two teams. The Pelicans are 4 or 5 games better than the Lakers now.
How can you not? You just got.
I'm not scared of the Lakers. They're a first-round exit if they get in.
I don't think you out your mind.
I don't even know. Like Ponch said, it's not even for granted that they beat Dallas or Sacramento or Golden. I think Golden State's more of a threat than the Lakers, and I think they're a freaking mess.
What? Dude, you realize Anthony Davis playing the best basketball he's ever played in his career right now?
Dude,
yeah, but I mean, you're at a weekend. Look, outside of AD and LeBron, that roster still
he's got 3 games in him.
What? I mean, that's what I'm saying, Richie. They're playing good for like a week.
All right.
I mean,
really?
Yeah.
Okay, Dave. You follow the NBA right now. Name me two players that's playing better than AD and LeBron right now. Go ahead.
LeBron's not even playing.
He played last night. They just won.
No, I'm saying, but he was missing games before that.
He missed 1 game. What are you talking about?
No, that's what I'm saying. LeBron with his rest mode. He's like in every. So you saying name players that are better than them? Better than them? Okay, here's my problem, though. It don't take 2 players to win a championship.
See, even viewers are saying, Dave, Lakers are going to the ship.
I'll bet any viewer right now the Lakers are
going to the ship.
So look, who is this? Mike T on there or something? I mean,
no, Dave.
The Lakers are going to a championship. Wait,
are you watching basketball right now?
Anybody wants to bet on that? The Lakers are not smelling the finals. I'll put $500 on it right now.
Stop. They almost went last year, Dave.
They will not get past the fucking first round.
Then why did they do so well last year?
Richie, because LeBron's one of the best players of all time, and they got beat in the conference finals.
There was one series.
Richie, but you know what? They just missed the playoffs 2 years ago. How does a LeBron and Anthony Davis team? I never saw Jordan and Pippen miss the playoffs.
Oh God!
I'm just saying. I mean, they just missed the playoffs 2 years ago.
Wait, who you said never missed the playoffs?
Jordan and Pippen together. Go find me a season where they ever missed the playoffs when they were together. Davis and LeBron just missed the playoffs a couple years ago.
Oh, I don't think it's fair to compare Pippen and Jordan. Come on,
no, but I'm saying okay. So here's my problem about the Lakers. This is why I'll just. Why don't you
find me stats on Jordan missed the playoffs without Pippen? How's about that?
Here's my thing. Okay, go find me LeBron not jumping ship to go join a super team to win championships.
Wait, what? 10 straight finals. 10.
Who?
10. LeBron did 10 straight finals.
10 finals. What?
Richie's got
when did he hit 10 finals,
big
Rich?
right now. Richie's got a 10-inch hard on right now, dude.
Why?
Whoa, LeBron. Is that a real stat or one of them
I've been on record already. LeBron's been disappointing. I've been on record saying that.
Oh, he's disappointed. He still got his jersey though.
Now, Richie, you trashed B.I. on this show, but you tell me B.I. But you tell me, okay, so here's my thing. The Lakers, here's the big problem with the Lakers. It takes more than 2 guys in a 7-game playoff series to win a game. And I'm sorry. The Pels have about 5 or 6 guys before you get to the Lakers' 3rd best player. D'Angelo Russell is trash. Austin Reeves is a good offensive player, but can't play a lick of defense. Who else they got? I can't even think of their damn roster. I mean, it's a bunch of trash.
Vanderbilt's out. You got guys that are out. Vanderbilt.
Oh God,
Jared Vanderbilt's garbage. That's what I'm saying. They got Spencer Dinwiddie, who's okay. I mean, he's like the 8th best player in the Pelicans.
If you listen to the comments, the viewers are commenting. Shane said, "Find a season where Pippen and Jordan played together at 38 years old."
Well, Jordan retired. I mean, you can't really
because
say
he was out of shape.
Listen, to compare,
because he was out of shape. Can we agree to that?
Oh, no, Richie, he just won the fucking championship and he rode off into the sunset. He won 6 titles.
He got his ass whooped. LeBron's flopping. He didn't like the air is knocking LeBron over.
Wait.
LeBron gets his ear plugged and he's out for fucking 6 weeks.
I'm giving you Dave. I'm giving you 6 titles. He played 15 years.
He never played in Game 7, man. In the finals.
Listen. Other than the 6 titles, let's talk.
Okay, I don't even have to get into the errors. I mean, we could do a whole pod about this, but the error is not even close.
Go ahead.
The defensive intensity and the defensive physicality is nowhere near what it once was. I mean, guys have so many open looks nowadays. You're not convincing me these guys are better athletes.
Then the players today are overrated too in the NFL.
No, listen, Rich. I'm going to say this. I love the NBA in its current state. But these people that try to say the LeBron era was so tough, man, when Yao Ming's a top 10 player, man, your era ain't that tough.
So when did it shift, Dave?
So when did it shift? Player, so what, your era's not that good.
So what year did it shift?
Jordan era, those guys would be top 25 players.
What year did it shift?
What's that now?
What year did it shift?
I would say in the last 3 to 4 years. Okay, to me, the NBA's at a great point right now because you got guys like Zion, you got Luka Doncic, the emergence of Jokic, Jason Tatum. I think in the last 3 to 4 years, you're really seeing some things go great. Chet Holmgren, I love in Oklahoma City. We just saw him, Banchero with Orlando. Wemby. There's a lot of great young players. John Moran, he's a crackhead, but he's a great fucking player. There's a lot. There's an emergence. You do
realize one thing, right? You do realize one thing, and I'm not taking nothing away, and I want people to understand. I still think Michael Jordan's the GOAT. Not saying that at all. Not debating that. But there are several players from the 80s that say Michael Jordan didn't win till the Pistons got old, the Lakers got old, the Celtics got old. That's a fact. Michael Jordan never beat Larry Bird. Michael Jordan never beat Larry Bird. He never beat Larry Bird in any championship. That's a fact.
Well, Richie, they wouldn't play in a championship. They're in the same conference, though.
They played for many years against each other. They did.
No, but Richie, okay, so here's my thing. Let's I mean, we're getting hypotheticals.
Michael Jordan was drafted in 84. What happened in 84 to 89?
Listen, this is
well, Richie, when did LeBron win his first title? He had to leave Cleveland to do it.
LeBron James went to
join forces with 2 of the top 10 players.
LeBron James went to the NBA Finals his second year in the NBA.
No, he didn't.
Yes, he sure did. With Eric Snow at point guard. Yes, he sure did. That's a fact. That was his point guard.
I got to look that up, dude. I don't think it was year 2.
LeBron James went to the NBA Finals with Eric Snow at his point guard.
Now, I will say this. The Eastern Conference was horribly weak for about the first 5 or 6 years.
Oh, here we go with excuses again.
No. I mean, come on. Anybody that watched basketball in the past 40 years,
so you're taking away.
Terrible.
Okay, I'm hearing you out, Dave, but you're taking away 10 straight. Yes. You're taking away 10 straight finals.
What's that now?
That's not an accomplishment.
No, I mean, look, nobody's saying LeBron's not the second best player of all time. I mean, there's a different era with Michael Jordan versus LeBron.
I don't think he's the second best player.
Well, I mean, I'm going to give LeBron that credit. I got him as a number 2 player of all time. That's not slapping anybody in the face.
I think Kareem's second best player.
We can't write a contract for the next 10 pods. We can't talk about Andy Reid or LeBron James.
Thank you. Yeah, there we go.
All right. And then
why? Because you want to sit in. Why? Because you want to sit in and talk about the Saints that you.
No, we're not going to talk about Jameis Winston either. So we leave.
Yeah, there we go.
That's the favorite subject.
There's other sports out there other than
there is. But look, man, but Richie, here's my point.
You do realize
LeBron had to leave and go join forces in Miami to be a serious contender.
I tell you what, I want to talk about LeBron. If y'all don't jump on Deion Sanders' jock this season, how's about that?
But look, here's my thing about the Lakers though. I want to get back to subject a little bit. The Lakers, the problem with the Lakers is like Ponch said, the roster is not good enough outside of LeBron and AD to even think about a title.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I think that. Oh, how can you say that,
Richie?
I think they listen. Last year they caught a Memphis team that wasn't quite ready yet. Memphis was a better team on paper.
Yep, gotcha. I heard you. Yep.
But I mean, right now, LeBron's a year older. Anthony Davis got to play 53 minutes for them to win. And I understand the Bucks are good, no doubt about it. The Bucks are a serious contender. But I'm not looking. I mean, look, the Pelicans beat serious contenders all year long.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? And we've done it like with guys missing at times. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, to me, dude, give me those dudes in a 7-game series all day. The only team I don't want to play right now in round one is the Denver Nuggets. The
So,
Denver
Richie,
Nuggets
what you
to me are the
looking
hottest team in
for?
basketball.
So, Richie, what you looking for in the playoffs? All right, you can be good in the season for one game, and so the Lakers can come out and play Milwaukee, and then they can take off the first game and then play Milwaukee that second, not the next night, but the following night. They will go full force. But when you're in a 7-game series, you got to play every night against the best team.
Got
So
it.
you get to have that rest, and each one of your supporting cast, LeBron and AD's there.
The problem with this is
they're going to give you your points, but you're supporting 3, and then your bench, you go 3 deep. They need to put a player, like they need to play the 8 game every game for 7 games, at least, just to advance. So you have to depend on all. Now, so the Pels, we have really good players that are consistent. So that's what we have in our favor, and we can go, 7 deep on the bench with consistency, which, I mean,
you take LeBron or AD out the lineup, who's going to contribute?
One game, I would take LeBron and AD in a 1-game series.
Yeah,
but
I mean, we're playing NBA jams. They're like a top 5 team. But, I mean, the problem is Austin Reeves can't play defense.
So what you're telling me?
So
this is the way the NBA works. And this is just my opinion. I think when it comes down to 7-game series, you got to go with the star power of a team.
But Richie, look at the
and
Denver
you got
Nuggets
to have
last year.
a top 10 star, and you got to have at least a top 10 star on your team.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I think
you got that. We don't have that. We don't have that.
Oh, I mean, you tell me Zion right now. Look, I'll take Zion over a lot of guys.
I think Zion's playing great. I don't think Zion's a top 10
I mean,
right now.
and everybody, and I expect that. The rest of the world is going to say, oh, yeah, there's no way. The kid hasn't proven enough. His injuries, they're going to look at everything else. Right now, you give me the playoffs starting right now, I take Zion in the top 10 right now, the players in the postseason. Absolutely. No doubt about it.
You take
Zion
what?
right now has been a fucking force for the past couple months.
So we don't have, say, 1 great players, but we have 5 really good players. If you was a rating, we had a 988, and being 1,000 being great, our whole team is 998. We 2 points away from being great. The whole team, just not one player. Like the whole team, those 5 starting players are almost great.
What's up, Blaze? What's up, Shane?
And you got 3 shitty players on a team against you, and you got 5 really almost great players. It don't matter if you have 1 great player. You need a supporting cast.
Well, yeah, the support. Look at Denver last year against the Lakers in that conference
The problem
finals.
is you're going against a team that has 2 top 10 players on one team.
But Richie, look at Denver last year.
That's what you're going to run into. That's a big deal.
But Richie, in a 7-game series, you had guys like Aaron Gordon, Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, Bruce Brown. Guys like that stepped up because the Lakers don't have the secondary guys aren't that good. Austin Reeves is good for some moments on offense, but he's not a good defender. D'Angelo Russell shouldn't be starting in any NBA starting 5. Jared Vanderbilt's trash. Jackson Hayes, there's a reason we got rid of him, and that worked out well. The rest of that roster, I'm not scared of Rui Hachimura.
You're not. Austin Reeves is probably going to get 6th man of the year.
Nah, I don't know about that.
Well, he's in the running right now for it.
I mean, look, I'm not going to bet on him to win it. I think Austin Reeves isn't like a shit player, but he's not. This guy ain't no fucking Manu Ginobili here. You know what I'm saying?
Dave, who do you think on the Pelicans? And look, I got my Pelicans out.
Herb Jones is better than Austin Reeves any day of the week. Herb Jones can't. Austin Reeves can't hold Herb Jones.
No shot.
Oh, come on. Richie, have you watched Herb Jones at all this year? Because
if Herb Jones, listen to me. If Herb Jones was a free agent, Austin Reeves is a free agent. Team would sign Austin Reeves first. I'm sorry,
Richie. They both got the same money basically. They just both signed extensions for the same amount of money.
Okay, I'll give you that about the same, Dave. But I don't think.
Richie, go pull up the offensive numbers.
That's who you're going to. You're going to Herb Jones. That's who you're going to. You're going to Herb Jones, really.
Herb is about to get first team.
Herb and Austin Reeves ain't even a conversation for me.
Yeah, why don't you do your starting lineup then?
Huh?
Why don't you do your starting lineup then? Do that.
Do my starting lineup?
Yeah, do your starting lineup.
I take the Pelicans win that battle roster depth all day long.
I just said do your starting lineup. I just want to know who you're taking over LeBron.
Well, I mean, Richie, okay, so you give LeBron and AD, you want to give them a slight edge over B.I. and Zion. That's great.
That's all I said.
No, okay, let's give AD and LeBron a slight edge over Zion and Brandon Ingram. But I mean, after that, Herb Jones, Trey Murphy, CJ McCollum, who do the Lakers counter that with?
I agree with you, Pancho. I think the Pelicans bench is way better than the Lakers.
Which one, Lily?
Listen,
No doubt.
So listen, you got to score 115 points to win a game. You give LeBron 35, you give Davis 30.
Go down
That's
there.
65 points. Who's scoring the other 60 points for them?
D'Lo's averaging right now 25 a game.
Come on, man.
No,
He
D'Lo's
is.
not averaging 25 a game, Richie. Come on, you can't be giving people false
I'm sorry,
stats. That
I'm
dude,
sorry,
if that dude's
20
averaging 15, I'll be surprised.
No, 22. I'm looking at it right now. 22.
D'Angelo Russell's averaging
Yes,
22 points a game.
22.
If D'Angelo Russell's really averaging 22 points a game, this league has a problem defensively because that dude's not good.
He's averaging 20 years. That's what his average is, right? He has
Are we talking about like the last
good year.
2 hours? Like what he's averaging?
He's a starting point guard now.
Richie, I don't know. Like I got to get a stat check on this shit because man, I think Richie's taking advantage of us on this.
Okay. Pancho, look it up for you. Pancho, look it up.
D'Angelo Russell averaging 20. I mean, if he's averaging 22 points a game, I'm shocked.
Dave, he's having a great.
Everybody else in that team.
I don't like D'Lo, to tell you the truth, but he's having a great year, believe it or not.
Well, okay, what's Austin Reeves averaging right now?
15.
Okay, so to me, D'Angelo Russell isn't the player of Austin Reeves. I take Austin Reeves over D'Angelo Russell. His 22 points a game has.
Dave, it ain't even. You can't. If you're gonna do this, I'm giving you the bench of Pelicans, but if you're gonna do starting lineup, the Lakers are 100 times better than the Pelicans.
No.
What?
No.
You got two players in the top.
Richie,
you got two players on one. You got two players on. Listen to me. You got two players on the top 10 on one team. You don't have one player top 10 on your team. Come on.
What are you talking about? The top 10? What are you talking about? The top 10
player in the NBA right now.
So let me ask you. So let's be fair. Mm-hmm. I would put LeBron and AD probably slightly over Jamal Murray and Nikola Jokic, but who won the series? Pelicans mirror the Denver roster. Not as far away as you think. I think they're both similar in depth. Their third, fourth, and fifth best players are a lot better than the Lakers' third, fourth, and fifth best players.
Dave, we all want the Pelicans to win, but I think you're giving them too much credit, dude.
But Richie, I'm okay. Okay, so last time they played the Lakers, they handed
nobody
the Lakers
on the Lakers.
right?
Nobody on the Lakers is a superstar right now. Nobody on the Pelicans is a superstar.
You tell me Zion's not a superstar? Come on, man. If you watch Zion for the past 2 months, Zion's a superstar.
Listen, this is the problem.
Dave, we were ready to trade him. Before the season.
No, that was 2 years ago. That dude.
That was last year, actually. That was last year.
Listen, Rich.
Last year.
AD,
but he's a superstar right now.
AD and LeBron can't play. They won't play 45 minutes a game. That's what it's going to require them to play every game 40. That's almost the whole game.
Do you know?
But listen, when they once they come off the court, because they have to come off the court. Who are they bringing in to match up against Pelicans? That dude, I mean, it's that bad for them. So if LeBron and AD isn't on the court 24/7, their chances of winning goes down probably 40%.
I think Dinwiddie's a good player. I think Dinwiddie's a good player.
Dinwiddie's not a bad pick. That was a smart pick. He's not a bad player. No.
I think you got a couple players hurt over there. You might want to check your roster.
Who? Dinwiddie ain't hurt? What are you talking about?
Lakers. Vanderbilt's hurt. I think
Vanderbilt's not coming back. He's not coming back.
I think they got another one that was significant.
They're about to get Gabe Vincent back. He's about to play tomorrow night.
Yeah, but Gabe Vincent would be like the 12th best player for the Pelicans. Let's be real.
Really?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Richie, I don't know if the LA Lights.
I think Dinwiddie can start for the Pelicans.
That's like Cody Zeller. That's like rolling out Cody Zeller or
you know what the problem is? The problem with the Pelicans, and that's gonna be blunt with all y'all. The problem is Valanciunas.
No, Valanciunas, he dominates some games.
No, he don't.
Richie, the Lakers don't.
Listen, Richie.
OKC killed us on the boards the other night.
No, Richie. Listen. OKC, we should have won that game. Let's be real. We came back and we had a bad halfway through the fourth. There was a bad call in there with a carry that was an obvious carry call. If you watch the final minutes of that game, it was one of the worst missed calls all season. I'm not blaming the game on the refs, but it was a poorly officiated game.
But my thing is this though, Dave. We jumping ahead of ourselves. We keep saying Pelicans, Lakers. Well, the Lakers have a very slight shot to get in. The Pelicans are probably going to be in no matter what. You're not understanding what I'm saying. They got the Pelicans and both the Lakers got other teams to worry about.
They absolutely do. The Lakers, to me, are like Pancho said, you're going to need 35 to 40 minutes a night from LeBron and AD. Imagine if they do get past the first round, they're going to run into one of these much younger teams like the Pels or the Wolves or the Thunder, the Nuggets. Like you said, to maintain LeBron and AD every night for 35 to 40 minutes.
Even Shane agrees with me. Go look at Valanciunas' last 25 games. He's not doing good. I'm telling you.
There's some games where he dominated. So
yeah, I was going to say,
He
I
is
don't think
killing
they play
the. He will not be on this roster. He will not be on this roster next. He will not be on this roster next year. I'm telling you.
Valanciunas is a vital piece of this team.
No.
Yes, absolutely.
No.
Rich, I mean, look, Rich. Here's my thing. Spencer Dinwiddie. I'm not saying
I
the best player, but he wouldn't start on the Pelicans.
You're not gonna tell me what my eyes see, dog. I see.
He has not played well lately. I'm sorry,
but Richie, who are you taking off the floor for Austin Reeves or Spencer Dinwiddie?
Wait, what?
Who would you take off the floor for Spencer
Dinwiddie?
They're
not starters. They're not starters. They're not starters.
Okay, so name the Lakers starting lineup.
LeBron, AD, D'Lo.
Mm-hmm.
Oh God!
You can't get to the. You can't name.
That's what I was about to say.
No, LeBron, AD,
Anthony
work. Davis.
Yeah, that don't work. Come on.
I'm trying to think. Who is it?
You can't.
When you lack depth,
bro.
That's what happens.
Look,
when you lack depth, everybody can name Boston and the Pels and the Bucks.
You can't name Boston. You can't name Boston starting lineup.
Richie.
I can tell you their best 5 players.
So Richie, so you could name the 4th and 5th starter for the Lakers. Now name
because their rotation is crazy.
Now, name me 3 players off their bench.
Oh, I named that. That's easy.
All right, name the 3 bench players.
Austin Reeves and Archie Moore. That's it.
All right, what's the next one?
Probably Dinwiddie.
Dinwiddie's not starting. I would have to think Dinwiddie's starting.
No, he comes off the bench. He comes off the bench. He's actually the 8th man.
No, man, he's like the 3rd or 4th best player in that damn team.
No, he's not. No, he's not.
Richie, look, dude. I think the Lakers are
you
really
realize Dinwiddie got cut. You realize Dinwiddie got cut, right?
Player.
You realize Dinwiddie got cut, right? You do realize the man got cut in the middle of the season.
Well,
I'm saying the Lakers don't have a lot of fucking other options. I mean,
he got traded because he was on a shit team that he was disgruntled with. So it was it's a win-win. It's like he stayed there.
Okay, well you name the Pels starting lineup.
Man, I can name you the Pels.
Come on, I can name every damn player on the roster. I can name the game manager.
Go ahead.
That's easy. Come on,
Richie. Come on, man. I'll tell you what state they're from.
We could probably name the training staff on the Pels, bro. Come on.
Yeah.
Well, I know you can.
I can too. I can too.
I watch the Pels.
You want to go to EJ
more than I watch
Liddell
the Lakers now.
Jeremiah Robinson Earl and.
I mean, Dawn can name the fucking whole team, the coach. She can name the 2 fucking announcers. She can name.
I'm telling you, dude. And look, and see, y'all don't want to point out the bad part of.
I'm taking Jen Hale over any fucking.
AD, listen to me. Bi and Zion cannot coexist on the same team. I'm sorry.
What?
They
both bad. They both bad at the same thing. They both bad at the same thing.
They both what?
They're both bad at the same thing.
Ricky,
they both managers.
They're both bad at the same thing. I'm saying.
What are they bad at?
Sharing the ball.
No, dude, Zion's been passing the ball.
He's been a lot. Yes,
B.I. is one of the most underrated passers.
Wait,
I'm not agreeing.
Zion had 10 assists last game.
Yeah,
when B.I. is out the game, Zion's assist goes up a lot. When B.I. is in the game, it's not too much.
Richie, they just started playing together this year, dude. How can you say that?
Yeah, I mean, they missed a lot
of time. I'm just simply saying
there's no numbers to support that because they haven't played enough games together to even come up with a number like that.
I'm simply saying when they're in the game together, their assists dramatically drop off. That's all.
Well, Richie, but the Pels, you got other guys. CJ McCollum's technically your point guard, even though we kind of play this positionless.
So you keep pinpointing the Pels against the Lakers. Where do you have the Pels in the West? Period.
I think they're a top 4 team in the West, no doubt about it. I'd love
Why can't you put them top 2?
Huh?
Why can't you put them top 2?
I mean, we don't look. Honestly, I'm gonna say this: the West, you got Denver to me is head and shoulders above everybody else. They're I think the
Timberwolves are healthy. They're the second best team.
I think the Timberwolves are a little bit of a regular season fluke. I think Anthony Edwards is a great player. I think the Reed-Gobert combination is good. I think Karl-Anthony Towns, if healthy, is going to be a force. But look. I think the Pels have a better roster. I think the Thunder have a better roster. I think the Nuggets have a better roster. And I don't know, man. I'm not being mean when I say this. Listen. I just think realistically, I don't know, man. I got my Pels hat on. But regular season.
But I'm being honest when it comes to evaluating the Pels. I have to see more. I do.
But Richie, but what has Minnesota ever done? What has Oklahoma City ever done? They're just like the Pels. Denver didn't do anything before last year.
They're winning consistently right now, Dave.
The Pels do. Look, the Pels are 16 games over 500, Richie. I mean, it's not like they're fucking skating by like the fucking 8 seed team.
You're the 15.
15 games over 500. That's pretty good. You're within 3 or 4 games of the top 3 seed, dude. I
am happy for them, Dave. I'm not gonna go there yet.
Richie, we're closer to a top 3 seed than the Lakers are to us.
Dave, I'm okay if they get to the second round and lose. Y'all want them to go to the freaking finals.
Absolutely. I think they got that kind of juice.
No shot. If they run into Denver, they'll get swept. No,
they won't get swept. I don't think the Pelicans are a team nobody wants to deal with because of the depth, the physicality. Look, the Pels have.
Dude, now you crazy. They're not even in the same stratosphere as the Nuggets. Not even the same stratosphere.
Listen, the Nuggets don't want to play the Pels in a 7-game series.
Oh,
I'm just saying this. I'm not saying. Look, I'm not saying.
Oh my God, now, Pancho, you agree with that? Pancho, you agree with that?
Listen,
you don't want to play a team that's deep, Richie. They're going to fuck you up for the future.
But you agree with Dave just said that the Pelicans don't want to face the Nuggets.
I don't think nobody wants to play the Pelicans. The Pelicans are one of the deepest teams in the league. They're physical. Zion is unlike any other player in the league. So you're getting that for 5, 6, 7 games.
We lost BI and beat the Heat by 20. So we've proven from 1 all the way down to 12. Our players have proven they can win on a court without a certain player. I mean, not that I want anybody fucking hurt.
Yeah.
But if Murray goes out.
I don't care if you're 100% healthy.
Listen,
you're not
if Murray
beating
goes
Nuggets.
out, so if Murray goes out, Denver's not winning. If Jokic goes out, Denver's not winning. So we can afford to lose a player and still maintain what we need to.
Yeah.
Some teams can't afford that right now because, again, like I told you from day one, we'll really.
But you know what? We quick to talk about injuries, Pancho. When we have the most injured player in the NBA the last 4 years, that's facts.
But Richie, he's healthy right now. That's all that matters, man.
Anthony Davis is.
Anthony Davis is not the most injured player. That title belongs to Zion.
Look, but Richie, but we can go on what he did last year, what he did 2 years ago. None of that matters right now. Who he is right now is the dude's been a force the last couple months of the season. Listen, the Denver Nuggets are probably the best. They're probably my favorite to win it. I'm not saying they're an easy out.
One quick question, Richie. Are you the same man that you was 2 years ago?
No.
So why Zion can't be that same person?
Where are you going at with that?
Because you say he's the most injury. He hasn't been injury plagued this year. He's healthy this year.
Y'all bringing up history of injury players. I'm not.
The man you are.
No, you just talking about LeBron and AD getting a lot of minutes, and there's not a lot of guys.
When Zion's been hurt more than they have, that's a fact.
No, but Richie, what we're getting at, like Pancho's saying, is you got.
Wait. You're talking about LeBron injury now? Really, the most durable man in NBA history?
No, listen, we're not talking about. Let me get, dude, Richie, you cut everybody off, Jesus. So look, here's my thing. So in a 7-game series, like Pancho, back to what he's saying, you get LeBron a round or two into the playoffs, you got a near 40-year-old man. You got AD. If they're logging 40 to 45 minutes a night just to get the wins, they don't have the luxury some of these deeper teams have of running their guys out there 28 to 30 minutes. I'm not saying they're injury prone. I'm just saying they're going to wear down at some point. We saw it with LeBron last year in the Western Conference Finals. He was tired, dude. And he's going to be even more tired because he's a year older. And the team, to me, is the same level of depth. I mean, the dude, that was like his last run for me last year. I think they don't even make the playoffs, honestly.
LeBron is going to have to work that much harder.
What, you don't think they make it the playoffs?
I don't think they make the fucking playoffs. I really don't. I think one of those 4 teams that gets in, it's not going to be
Wait. Who's not making the playoffs, Dave?
The Lakers.
I don't think the Lakers make it.
The Lakers, are you out your mind? The Lakers are probably not going to lose another game the rest of the year.
Oh, Richie, where do you come up with this shit, man?
They're on a 5 game. They're on a 5 game. They're on a 5. Listen to me. They're on a 5 game. Listen, because I pay attention to things. They're on a 5-game stretch, and the 2 games. Listen to me. Hear me out. Listen to what I'm saying. They're on a 5-game stretch, and the 2 games that they were supposed to lose, they won against the Bucks. They were supposed to lose that game.
Mm-hmm.
Now they facing the next 3 teams they facing don't even have 20 wins.
But Richie, look, those teams can play spoiler. Anything could happen.
We were supposed to lose against the Pels are supposed to lose against the Miami Heat without Brandon Ingram, and we beat them by 20. So I mean, come on, it was supposed to. That's why
you got to play the games, Richie.
Not only will they make the playoffs, they're gonna get the number 6 seed. Mark it down. Mark it. They played
The Lakers
and they,
ain't smelling. Look, the
and
Lakers
they play the Mavericks in 3 days in LA. I bet you they win that game. Okay.
Well, Richie, you acting like LA some kind of home field advantage. The crowd's fucking texting half the time. I mean, that's the worst home court of any fucking team in the playoffs.
The Staples
possibly, in Los
Center?
Angeles.
Yeah, they're taking pictures and
Yeah, those dudes. It's like a fucking Kardashian fucking movie scene. Or,
Dave,
like they're the no.
Dave,
You go to a Boston
shame on you.
Celtics playoff
Shame
game or a
on
Warriors
you.
playoff
Dude,
The
you
game.
guys-
two most
listen.
iconic home courts in the NBA is Boston
No.
and the Lakers. It's
The
not.
Lakers are iconic because they have a winning history and they have celebrities there.
The
That's
winning
one of the
history.
weakest ass
The-
crowds in
the
the
winning
NBA.
history.
Anybody can tell you that. That's one of the most church kind of crowds. And I'm not just in church. I'm talking about quiet. It's
Dude,
a
listen,
quiet
Wow.
crowd.
Richie, on front row on
Ooh.
the court. You know who's sitting there? 7 Kardashians. Then you
Yeah.
got 8 artists sitting right there.
They
Then
don't
you
even
got
know what
8
fucking sport they're
You
watching.
got 8 actors sitting next to them. You got Jack Nicholson sitting over there.
And you got fucking Morris Bart sitting on the sideline.
Hey, Morris Bart's a bad motherfucker. He knows basketball, man.
Dude, Morris Bart drinks his ass off, bro.
Morris Bart
I
averaged
firsthand.
46 points a game in 7th grade.
What does
bro.
that got? What does any of that have to do? Drink? What does that have anything to do with that?
He's the best lawyer in New Orleans.
Look, fucking Chip Forstall will whip any fucking
Let me
lawyer's
see. You
ass
gotta
in
know.
Los Angeles.
I'll take Denzel
Fucking Juan
Washington. I'll take
LaFonta, bro.
I'll
Who's
take
got that
Denzel
jam
Washington.
going?
I'll take Denzel Washington on the side court over Morris Bart. I'm sorry.
I'm saying
Well, I
it's
mean,
like,
look, Richie, it's California. I'm not saying like LA ain't maybe an awesome
It's like
place,
a bad-
but the point I'm
it's
saying
like
is
a
Oh,
their
it's
crowd
not
sucks.
maybe.
Their
It's
crowd
not
sucks.
maybe. Oh my God, Dave, you lose.
Dave, it's like a batter batting 1,000. You know what I'm saying?
Richie, I'm gonna say this. You go watch. Listen, everybody, come revisit
Thank you,
this.
Shawnee.
Watch the Pelicans.
Shawnee
No,
just
but
said.
Richie,
Shawnee
watch
just
the
said the Pelicans
home
better.
game in the
Listen,
playoffs.
Shawnee just said that the Pelicans better not face the Lakers or the Warriors.
Oh, come on.
They
Fucking
better make it into
neither
the
one of those
playoffs.
teams might make those teams. Y'all realize where those teams are in the standings? Can we pull up the standings?
Yes,
They're
except the Lakers. The Lakers are 8th right now.
Yeah, and they might not get past. Listen, who's to say they're going to beat the
They're
Kings
one
and the
game. They're
Mavericks?
one
The Kings
game
and the
out of. They're
Mavericks
one
might
game
get
out
in
of
before
7.
those two.
They're one game out of 7, Dave. One game.
The fucking Warriors. Give me the Warriors. I'll take the Warriors right now.
The
I'm
Warriors
not
ain't
saying
making the play. The
are
Warriors
easy
ain't making
out,
the
but
play in.
I would love
The
them in a
Warriors ain't
7-game
making the
series.
play in. The Warriors ain't making the play in.
They got a better team than the Lakers. Imagine that.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. I would probably say they got a better
What?
roster than the Lakers.
Do they?
I mean, Draymond can't go fucking sexually assaulting everybody, but I mean, you know what I mean? They got a pretty good team.
Really? The Warriors?
I
I
think top to bottom they're a better roster than the
No
Lakers,
shot.
yeah.
No shot. No shot.
I don't know,
Hey,
man.
Richie, you a DJ. I
Hey,
got a
Dave,
question.
it's just the
Richie.
Lakers hate, dude. It's just the Lakers hate.
No, but I
I
mean,
got a
but what are
question.
y'all going off of? They've been mediocre.
I mean, look, I
most
can't.
of the season.
I should expect that from you, being that you do root for the Chicago freaking
Listen,
Cubs.
Listen, the Lakers are going for dark days. The dark days are coming for the Lakers.
All you
trust
New
me.
Orleans Cubs fans, pick another team, please, please.
Hey, the dark days are coming for the Lakers. The Lakers are irrelevant right now. They will not factor into what happens in the West this year. Mark my words. Same way I told you Kansas City would not be counted out when y'all were telling me they weren't making the playoffs in week 6. I said, you're not counting them or Buffalo out. I've been saying it all year. I'm telling you, the Lakers, sometimes you can just see shit.
I'm not picking the Lakers to win the freaking finals.
Richie,
I don't think the Lakers get to a playoff
I
stage. I don't think they win the
Boston.
play-in
I think
tournament.
Boston's winning the whole thing.
Richie, I
I
got a
wouldn't go on
question.
that. Look, Boston's a great team, but I
Oh,
don't know if I
great!
count that.
Now you
chicken
want
yet.
you want to talk about bench? Boston's the only team in the NBA that their bench can start a whole freaking team, a starting 5 team in the NBA. That's a fact. They got the best bench in the NBA. That's 100% fact.
If there was a team I would debate, I mean, absolutely. Boston's definitely a deep team. I mean, that's the one team I would say that maybe comes into conversation with the Pels, or maybe better,
What?
top to bottom.
Dave, you need to stop putting the Pels on them teams' level. Stop it.
Richie, here's the thing.
They're
We're
not even
still
in
a
the
lot
same
younger
planet.
than these
They're
teams.
not even in the
Look,
same
I'm
planet
about
of
to
those
cut
teams.
off.
Stop
right,
it,
look,
Dave. Stop
look,
that.
We're out in. Look, we're about to cut off. Richie, you the DJ. I got a question. What did Boosie mean when he was going to see, New York City go to see P.
I don't
Diddy?
know nothing about Boosie.
Why was he going to New York City to see P. Diddy, though?
You know why. You know why.
Come on.
Look, fellas, always a pleasure. I like
Jesus
debate. I like
Christ.
debate. We're gonna change this to a debating show. That's what we're gonna start doing.
That's what it needs to be, the masters of debating.
See y'all later, man. Peace out,
All right,
everybody.
man.
Y'all
Later.
be good, dude.
Go watch the Cubs game.
Yeah, I'm about to.